Hello, today is 1/27 of 25, and I am back with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. It is quarter after 12, and I just got back from the gym. I did some weight training. I made sure not to get my heart rate up too high. I was in a fasted state. So, when you're in a fasted state, from what I understand, if you get your heart rate up too high, then that kind of blocks the fat burning. So I thought, well, I mean, I have fat to burn, so I might as well do it in the fasted state and not get my heart rate up too high. So that's what I did. And then I ran a couple errands and I came home. So now I'm ready for my first meal. I have a packet of the salt or salty, I guess is how they say it. It's a keto chow brand of electrolytes. I'm going to add this to my coffee, which I made with my half cup of Fairlife milk and one serving of Naked Whey isolate. I did not add my beef protein powder this morning because I'm going to be able to get the protein from my other food that I'm having, on top of the fact that some of the other food that I'm having has protein powder in it. So I don't want to have just kind of like all protein powder for my protein in a day. So I've got my coffee made. For my meal, I have some of the avocado keto chow maple waffle chai pudding that I made up yesterday. I didn't eat it yesterday. I just tasted it, but I didn't eat it. So I'm going to have a serving of that. And then I also have some chicken breast, which I've already eaten half of. I had about 2 ounces of chicken breast left, so I ate that along with a package of seaweed snacks because they're just delicious. So I kind of have been eating that while I was making my coffee and getting things ready here. So that's my first meal. I'll be back with my second. It is 4 o'clock and we have plans this evening. So I need to eat no later than 5 o'clock so we can leave on time. So I'm going to go ahead and make my second meal of the day. I am making carnivore pizza. I have never made this before, so I hope it's good. I will link to the original recipe down in the description. I am not holding to the original recipe in that it calls for a half pound of ground beef and a full pound of ground pork, and I'm flipping that. I'm going to use a half pound of ground pork and a full pound of ground beef. My ground beef will be 93% lean, and my reason for this change is because I do prioritize my protein. And so I want to be using that meat that has more protein in it. So I've got my half pound of pork in my bowl. Then I need a half cup each of Monterey Jack cheese and Colby Jack cheese. I need a teaspoon of xanthan gum. Three-quarters of a teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of ground black pepper. A tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Which with this big spoon it can be a little difficult to get out of my container because my containers are so small. And then a teaspoon each of garlic and onion powder. I like when I don't have to dirty a bunch of measuring spoons. I've only got 3 dirty here. And one of them is actually the one that I just kind of leave set aside for using with my salt. So that one actually isn't even technically dirty. Okay, and then I will add my 1 pound of 93% lean ground beef, which I've got in a package of 2 pounds here. There we go. I've also preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I have a 9x13 baking dish here that I have lined with some parchment paper. I just want to get these all blended together. Okay, I think I've got that pretty well mixed. And then I will get it into my 9x13 pan. And the instructions say to really press it down hard. Try to get it, the same thickness all around, of course. But I'm supposed to kind of like really pack it down. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and get it in my oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I forgot to press the record button, of course. So my crust came out of the oven. It really just kind of looks like a big flat meatloaf. I drained it by using my baster. There was quite a bit of liquid kind of like in the bottom, so I just tilted it so that I could, use my baster to pull it out. And just so there's not so much liquid in there. And then I topped it with 2 cups of shredded mozzarella, about a 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan, and then some Hormel pepperoni, which not the best ingredients, but it's what I had available. So now I'm going to get it back into my oven for probably about 10 minutes. And voila. So I let it bake actually for 15 minutes to kind of get it to the doneness that I wanted. And then I let it rest for about 3 minutes. And now I'm ready to dig in. And I will just cut this into fourths since that creates servings. I am a little disappointed. Like I kind of thought that the base meat layer would like get a little crispier. Maybe I needed to cook it longer. I'm really not sure. But that's kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of thought it would be crispier and be more like a crust. But maybe that was silly of me to think. Although it is holding together pretty well. Okay, let's give this a try. It's actually better than I thought it would be. The crust, it's so interesting because it doesn't really taste like it doesn't taste like a crust. But it doesn't just taste like meat either. Like it really does have like more of a cheesy kind of flavor to it. I like it. I think this is really good. So with this, I'm going to have some Greek yogurt with some blackberries. Just like I'll probably use it like a palate cleanser and to kind of bump up my protein for the day. So let's take a look at how my day turned out. After I ate, I noticed that my protein was a bit low today. So I added a Chomps beef stick to my meal, but really it was after my meal. So that bumped me up by 10 grams of protein. I'm still short a couple of grams today, but it's going to be okay. I have over all the time, so it's not going to be a problem. So I ended up with 1,300 calories. My protein is 133. My net carbs are 16. My fat is 70, and my sodium is about 4,100. I will add, actually I have already added, and it's in these numbers. I added 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt to my water bottle, and I'll just drink my water tonight with that in there, just to make sure that I'm constantly kind of like getting my electrolytes, but not like a ton all at once. And, as I'm drinking, if I find I need more, I will just add some more and kind of listen to what my body needs for that. So I had a pretty great day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.